I will shoot you!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we have ourselves a bad grandpa.
Have a sip of beer, Grandpa.
Now, I don't know if the guy in the video is actually a grandfather, but I do know that he is a 75-year-old man who pulled a gun on a police officer. Actually, a 75-year-old fugitive man who pulled a gun on a police officer. This incident comes from a magical little town out of New Mexico, which I shit you not is called Truth or Consequences, which sounds like something out of a Cormac McCarthy novel. But it is in fact a real place where old men shoot guns at cops instead of just drinking prune juice, being senile, and staring at clouds.
I'm slipping gradually into senility.
Buckle up because it's going to be a crazy one, but first let me tell you about someone who helps keep the lights on around here.
Mother of God! TacPack! TacPack! Fire Max rechargeable ear probe. Halo laser rangefinder. Tiger Claw M-Lock compatible forward grip. Mantis X2 dry fire shooting performance system. Thompson Target Super Size 50 adhesive self targets. Die Free Company Kung Fu Grip AR-15 grip. 21-degree angle. Okay, I actually used one of these on a couple of my ARs. They're cool. Oh my God, this is heavy as What are you? That is a well-made bipod. Bipod! Icon ballistic eyewear. A patch! That's a lot of stuff for just 1 month with TacPack. They're working with two main tiers right now, TacPack. $59.95 shipped and usually has a value of around $90 to $120. Or $139.95 shipped that usually has a value of around $240 to $300. You get all this cool stuff inside of a month of TacPack, and if you're a new subscriber and use the code DONUT, you get a free gift. That free gift is a piece of tactical gear worth $60. All you have to do is use the code DONUT at TacPack.com. TacPack!
Before we get into our main breakdown, let's start this off with something a little exciting. An officer down in Miami aired out someone's front windshield with his service pistol while clinging to the front of said car as it drives down the street. This went down Sunday outside the Best of the Best Caribbean Music Festival near Bayfront Park. Because of course it did. That's right, palm trees, upbeat music, and just a casual attempted vehicular manslaughter. According to police, an officer was out on the road doing some traffic control when a 21-year-old man struck that officer with his car. The officer ended up on the dude's hood, who kept driving. The officer, who did not want to be on the hood of a car while it was driving, pulled out his service pistol and fired 3 shots into the man who was driving. Right through the windshield. Pull it up, Jamie. Bystanders screamed and the BMW rolled to a stop. The officer jumped off the vehicle, but the guy who was driving, he gets out and just casually walks off. Another officer runs in, they manage to get the dude in cuffs face down on the street. No other injuries were reported, but festival goers certainly scattered. Both the officer and the driver were taken to the hospital. The officer had minor injuries. The dude who was driving the car went under surgery and was in critical but stable condition. The suspect's sister claimed that the guy did not have a weapon at the time and that the officer fired without provocation. Hate to say it, but cars are a several-ton bullet. They are a deadly weapon. If a cop is clearly on the hood of your car that you just hit, you probably should stop your f***ing car. I guess he was mostly unarmed?
Mostly.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement is now investigating the incident. They're reviewing body cam and surveillance footage, probably trying to figure out why the officer didn't fly off the car and what the hell happened before the cell phone footage started rolling. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Was that a justified use of force? Could the officer have done anything other than that? You know, was he being trigger happy? Or was that the right amount of force? Let me know. Let's take a look at one more story before our main video breakdown. We're going to be looking at a gentleman who has more courage to stop a shoplifting than the entire state of California. Back in October of 2022, an 82-year-old Home Depot worker was trying to stop a guy from walking out of the Home Depot with a cart full of merchandise. In return for him just trying to do a good deed, he got shoved to the ground and eventually died from his injuries. This week, the man responsible, a 27-year-old who I'm sure was stealing just to feed his family, pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and robbery. His sentence, 8 to 10 years, not 25 to life, not even 15 years. I mean, he'll likely be out before his victim could have turned 87. The surveillance footage is 7 seconds of rage bait. This garbage human pushes past the employees in the garden center with stolen merchandise, an $837 pressure washer, and just shoves the old man like it's nothing. Dude hits the pavement, breaks several bones, spends a month in the hospital before dying. Here's the twist: the victim's family didn't want a life sentence. They pushed for accountability, not vengeance. His son even said, "Our sincere hope is that the suspect uses this time to rehabilitate, reskill, and come out a better man." Hey, that's a hell of a way to be forgiving. I'd be a little bit more upset if someone killed my father over a pressure washer, though. His lawyers claim that he was broke, stressed, and trying to support multiple kids.
Sure.
That's tragic, but you still don't get to kill people and then brush it off is just a bad moment.
I mean, they kind of do.
Anyways, let's get on over to our main story. Truth and Consequences, New Mexico. It's May 6, 2025. Our officer is just minding his own business, running some plates when he hits on a white GMC pickup truck. The pickup truck is registered to a 75-year-old man out of Arizona who has a warrant for his arrest, specifically sexual assault. A real classy gentleman, the kind of guy you probably wouldn't want near a nursing home, let alone a driver's seat. They be doing dirty stuff in nursing homes.
Sir, I'm also very much assistant police. We do the stop, sir. Is a registered owner of this vehicle probably has a warrant. You bought this from anyone recently? You have a driver's license on you then? No weapons or anything on you right now?
He indeed had weapons. The officer asked the suspect to step out of the vehicle, which is pretty routine, but things go pretty quick.
I can't find it. Can you just step out for me and we're gonna walk back to my unit, alright? Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired.
Gramps pulls a gun from inside of the truck. The officer sees it, draws his pistol, and fires multiple shots through the windshield before the driver peels off. The officer hops back into his patrol car and we are off to the races. Normally, you'd expect a high-speed pursuit to involve people under the age of 70, but this man is out here ripping down the highway like he's got nothing to lose.
10-4, he's going up a high winds road up to a property.
Eventually, he makes a sharp turn onto High Winds Road. Is this whole town named after a Western novel? I'm going down High Winds Road in Truth and Consequences, New Mexico. High Winds Road. I'm like 80% sure that's the name of a Skyrim location too. The officer gets out, takes cover, and that's when this happens.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! I will shoot you! He's shooting back, he's shooting back. Shots fired, he's shooting. Put your hands up!
And the officer, who clearly didn't want to die from some ancient sex offender, pulls his rifle out, puts a shot into the dude, puts him down.
He's down on the ground, possibly hit.
Shortly after, other officers roll up to secure the scene. Old man is found dead in the truck, handgun nearby. Just gonna spitball a little bit here. If you're a 75-year-old man with an active warrant for sexual assault, maybe you shouldn't try to run from the police, then shoot at them. Officer handled it like a total pro. Gave commands, took cover, returned fire. Most importantly, he walked away alive. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Should the AARP cover firefights now? If you want to help support the channel, go on over to donutoperator.com, check out pepperbox.tv, or follow me on any social media platform where I will be streaming full-time coming up soon. Until next time, please have a fantastic day.
Whacker.